The realm of vibration. When the study of vibration is important to a night magician, the actual magical progression made is a result of increased vibration of the physical, emotional, mental, and causal bodies. You must therefore begin with the lowest level of vibration, the physical, and study its nature. Vibration is movement. In the physical world, vibration is based on molecular motion or movement. The physical world is composed of small particles in motion which are termed molecules. Molecules are composed of small particles known as atoms. Atoms are composed of even smaller particles which are protons, neutrons, and electrons. If you could become small enough you would see that the electrons orbit around the nucleus like the planets around the sun. If you took the analogy farther, you would see that the human body would be composed of many solar and galactic systems. The human body is in constant molecular motion which produces something akin to electricity. There are machines today which can measure this very fine electricity. The combination of this fine electricity added to the energy of the oversoul causes sentient life. All forms of matter produce this fine energy due to molecular motion. Further, all matter, that is the mineral, plant, and animal kingdoms, are guided in development, just as you are, by a higher power and therefore have life. This life is perhaps not, as you know, life, but yet it is life. As you have seen, all forms of matter have molecular activity. This molecular activity is very active in some forms and slower in others. The rock has a very slow molecular, or vibrational rate, whereas the air has a very high vibrational rate. This rate of vibration is termed frequency. When the vibrational rate is high, the frequency is high, and the opposite is also true. You have learned that matter is in a constant state of motion. That all motion has a relative vibrational rate, or frequency, dependent on the molecular activity. An important part of the physical realm of vibration which goes on to touch all levels of vibration is light and color. Light and colors are dependent on matter and its rate of vibration. Color is important in your physical life. In a moment, you will discuss how it affects the human body, but some background information on light and color will prove beneficial. Light is energy. Light is actually electromagnetic radiation. When light strikes an object, the molecules absorb some of that energy, and in turn, that which is not absorbed is reflected and radiated out into the surrounding space. This radiation is perceived by the eyes as color. The different colors seen are due to the different frequencies of that radiation. This frequency is a slightly different term than that used to describe molecular activity. The frequency used to measure color is based on the fact that color is a radiation or energy. Light is separated into 7 basic frequencies. These frequencies are seen as the colors red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Red is of the lowest frequency and violet the highest. Here you have looked at the physical definitions of light and color. How, though, can light and color be of benefit to the well-being of your physical body? You are familiar with how colors can affect one's mood. A blue room, for example, can give one a feeling of peace and relaxation, while a red room would tend to make one feel energetic or even nervous. But few of us are aware of how colors can affect the physical body directly. The entire principle behind color healing is vibration. Every part of your body vibrates at a particular frequency. Disease is the result when any part of the body develops disharmony or the wrong frequency. Color radiation, when directed at the particular area of imbalance, induces a sympathetic vibration into that organ and corrects the frequency of the organ back to its original frequency, and thus, good health. How can this be done? Before explaining this procedure, it's best to give this warning. Do not go out based on these teachings and set up a healing practice. If you are not a doctor, are you really sure of what is wrong with the person? You could be sued if you end up hurting someone. As you progress magically, you will know through your oversoul what is wrong with the person and what color to use. Use this science to help only those to whom you are close to and on yourself. Be absolutely sure of what you are doing. If you have any doubts, don't do it. This is a great healing science, if used wisely. Be careful. There are several methods to induce color healing. No discussion will be made here of the use of color lamps, for they will be replaced soon with a more advanced machine. What will be discussed is the use of color meditation and your own physical instrument, the body. You are a channel for the higher energies. You are a magnet for these energies, and by concentrating or meditating on the specific color necessary to be applied, you will magnetize them to you and then be able to apply them to the one needing healing. Before discussing the actual procedure, you must prepare yourself. as you did in meditation. Be sure you are in good health, or you could induce your illness into the one you're healing. When you enter into meditation, it would be good to get a sheet of paper with the color you wish to magnetize and gaze on it. As your meditation proceeds, be sure your ankles and hands are crossed. This conserves the energy you are magnetizing. Visualize this color energy filling your night pillar. See the pillar becoming filled with the color, until it can hold no more. Then you are ready to pass it to the one in need of healing. If you are the one who needs healing, see that energy penetrating the area in poor health. See that part of the body becoming whole and perfect. If it is another person or anything needing the color energy, place your hands on the area that is ill. Again, see that energy penetrating into that part and restoring it to perfect harmony and vibration. You do not necessarily have to be present to administer the healing energy. If the person is somewhere else, see your energy moving to that person. Visualize that person and the area of illness, and again see the energy making all whole and perfect. Be sure, when you are finished, that you wash your hands in cold running water. It will be necessary to continue the number of treatments once every hour until the condition is relieved. You should apply the healing for a period lasting 15 minutes. These continuous treatments are necessary so that you are working in harmony with the cyclic nature of the body. This time period allows the body adequate time to use the energy being supplied to it. Also, it allows you to know when to stop treatment. For some time in the 45-minute period, you can observe the healing process and its progress. The last subject to discuss is the colors themselves and what ailments they cure. You will begin with the lowest frequency of color, red. Red is vibrant and alive. Red is a heating, vitalizing, and stimulating color. It is directly responsible for your physical vitality. In cases where there is a lack of energy, red is an exceptional color. It is effective in the treatment of anemia and cancer. It vitalizes the blood and helps to purify it. Do not use this color when there is an inflammatory condition present or when the person is of excitable temperament. The color orange has often been associated with the Sunday. It is necessary for health and vitality. It influences primarily the processes of assimilation and circulation. The color helps to regulate the intake of food and is centered around the spleen. It is good for the treatment of asthma, bronchitis, colds, and epilepsy. It is further useful for the treatment of gout, inflammation of the kidneys, gallstones, cessation of menstruation, and mental debility. The color yellow acts as a tonic on the nerves. It is an inspiring and mentally stimulating color. It is good for the treatment of dyspepsia, diabetes, flatulence, and constipation. Clear golden yellow is one of the most powerful forces against depression and limitations of every kind. Yellow stimulates the brain as well as exerting great therapeutic influence on the assimilative organs of the body. Yellow also stimulates the purifying action in the body, for it affects the liver, gallbladder, and intestines in stimulating them and aiding in the elimination of the body wastes. Yellow improves the texture of the skin, heals scars, and heals other blemishes. Green is the color of the earth. It is the color of harmony and balance. It has a soothing effect upon the nerves. It has a very powerful effect on the blood supply and its distribution throughout the body. Green is an excellent tranquilizer and is further beneficial in the treatment of heart complaints, blood pressure, and headaches. Blue is the color of deep peace and harmony. It acts upon the body as a powerful antiseptic. It is excellent in the treatment of insomnia. Blue is good in the treatment of all throat diseases and in the treatment of gallbladder attacks, jaundice, skin abrasions, cuts, burns, and rheumatism. Indigo is the healer for the eyes, ears, and nose. It is excellent in the treatment of deafness, cataract, delirium tremens, and eye inflammation. It is good in the treatment of lung disorders, pneumonia, asthma, bronchitis, and indigestion. Violet is the highest vibration of visible light. Its effect is primarily in the area of the brain. It is good in the treatment of mental disorders, cataracts, and paralysis. Creative artists and workers would benefit by surrounding their room with objects of this color and meditating and storing this color. It is excellent in the treatment of insomnia. In closing, again use the colors carefully. Do not use them excessively. At all times, you should seek the guidance of your oversoul. Never prescribe treatment to anyone. And above all, in the case of illness, consult your physician. You can use this science to aid your healing and that of others, but it is not meant to replace the therapeutic care given by your physician. I have made a small